time when only the birds could fly. Man had long envied them their wings. Then he invented machines and became a birdman. Nothing startling had ever been known to have the bird kingdom. Then suddenly a terrible menace appeared in their sky. It made their world hideous with its frightful roar. Frightful shadows it cast upon their world, never grown used to these black ghosts. Terror-stricken. But the birdmen can fly faster and longer than the birds. They also carry guns. And since men like to get something for nothing, many of these fleeing birds will never see their little homes and loved ones again. Man invents tricks for catching birds, such as this device, which spreads out once it is swallowed, and the birds never learn to recognize and avoid them. This albatross has splendid wings. It became known ages ago that his wing feathers made better pens than goose quills. Hence this bird of the sea is almost exterminated. The birds try hard to hide their nests. Man, however, with ropes and devices, finds their little homes and robs them. Long ago, man discovered that birds' eggs are good to eat. Also, he can sell them for money. And so, in spite of the heartaches of many bird couples, he considers this a good day's work. The wild hen used to lay about 15 eggs per year. Then man took her in hand and decided that she should work harder. He constructed trap nests to detect the best layers among his chickens. These good hens he numbered. He also marked their eggs. In this manner, he developed hens that lay nearly 300 eggs per year instead of the natural 15. Once upon a time, the woods and fields were alive with wild pheasants. Man discovered that they were good to eat, so he hunted and hunted them until there were no more. Man used not only his own tricks and devices, he trained dogs to help him. A good bird dog is something to be proud of. Your real hunter would sooner lose his right eye than a good bird dog. And so, in course of time, pheasants were to be found only in private parks and zoological gardens. But shooting pheasants had become a passion with hunters, and when there were no more wild ones, they were bred in captivity. The favorite breed was the ringneck. And as soon as they're old enough, these handsome birds are crated and shipped to the open country. They spread their wings to the sun only once. Freedom and death come to them at the same time. Now, how much better off is the seagull? She has worked out her own salvation very cleverly. Somehow, the rumor got about that it is the seagull that keeps our beaches clean of garbage which might decay and cause epidemics of disease. Boards of health in crowded water towns warned all people not to kill these protectors of great cities. And if the gulls do not know the law, they certainly seem to know that they are protected. If man may not hunt the seagull, he may make a sporting event of hunting the poor fox. The wretch seems to know what the sound of the horn means for him. He appears to recall every trick he ever knew to escape from the band of enemies gathering to run him to earth. The fox is said to possess a bag of tricks by which he can escape from hunters and hounds. Now, while a nice fox skin is not to be sneezed at, the real joy of hunting him is in outwitting the clever reynard, and usually the hunters win the brush. Has the contrary ever been heard of? Another unhappy creature that is cursed with a valuable skin is the otter. She raises her young in dens beneath the water. She carefully teaches her offspring all the tricks she knows for avoiding man, his traps, and otter hounds. But otter fur is fine. It brings high prices, and so each year there are fewer of them. Who doesn't know and love the peaceful raccoon? He makes a charming pet. But he also wears a fur coat which every hunter desires. And so man and dog give him no rest. They get a kick out of pursuing him. But look at the anxious face of the raccoon. The mere barking of the dogs makes him nervous. But against man who can climb trees, the poor little beggar is helpless. His only weapon is the little teeth in his small mouth. But hunters know just how to grab him by the collar before he can defend himself. And so he becomes either a house pet or a fur cap. In his desire to get something for nothing, man reaches away up to the Arctic region. To the Laplander, a reindeer is what the cow is to our farmers. The women need only nice, fresh snow for water. The reindeer supplies everything. In recent years, meat packers have learned that reindeer meat is cheaply produced and good to eat. Now huge herds are raised, slaughtered, packed, and shipped to the four corners of the earth. The heart of Africa may be nourished with meat from the Arctic. But perhaps the greatest place for man and boy to get something for nothing is the home of the fish. A fine art has been made of outwitting the fish. Hooks, flies, and rods have become so tricky that the fish might just as well swallow them and surrender. Many do. But many fishes put up a terrific fight against being made candidates for the frying pan. Game fish, these are called. Poor fish. After he gets away from man, he still has the clever dog to reckon with.